Hey guys, welcome back to Healthy Living with Tosin. My name is Tosin Ajibade. I'm a certified vegan nutritionist and also a healthy living enthusiast. So welcome to my video today where I'll be talking about 5 herbs that you can grow at home. But before I delve into my topic for today, I want you all to please subscribe to this channel, like, comment, and also share. But before we dive in, let me talk about herbs. What's the definition of herbs? A lot of people don't know what it is. So herbs are plants that have healing properties and also help with health problems. All right, so talking about herbs, herbs were also used, in ancient times. And growing up, I had memories, taking herbs in liquid form, which means that they were dried plants, they were cooked, and then the liquid form was given to, us to take for healing and medicinal purposes. So herbs help, for medicinal purposes, and they also help for cooking purposes. Just so you know, herbs are packed with antiseptic, antioxidants, and antibacterial properties, which are good for the development of children and adults. All right, guys, so let's dive into some of these herbs that you can grow in your kitchen. And the first one I'm going to start with is oregano. Guys, I'm so much in love with oregano. I call it a woman's herb, which means every woman should have oregano at home. Number one, it's easy to maintain, it's easy to grow, and it keeps producing. So which means once you use out of your fresh oregano in your garden, you can always have more. Now, for oregano as a herb, it comes in dried form and in fresh form. But in this video, I'm talking about fresh herbs that you can grow in your garden. And one of the uses for oregano, you can use them in your salads, you can use it in your pizza, you can use it in your fish, your stew, marinades. You can always have them at the end of your cooking. So you have like maybe pasta, for instance, you can always chop fresh oreganos and add it to your cooking. So the aroma, the flavor, the smell, the taste, the look, I can already imagine it in my meal. So this is one herb that I'm going to recommend to anyone watching this video. So some of the health benefits for oregano is it's filled with antioxidants, which is why I said it is very good for every woman to have this in our kitchen. It's filled with antioxidants, and we know what this health benefit would do in our lives or in our health. And the second thing I'm going to talk about is digestion. So it helps with digestion. So imagine you using fresh oregano leaves, boiling it as tea, and that would also help to digest your meal. So it could be your lunch or your dinner. You can have this as a tea after your meal. So to just help with digestion. So the third thing I'm going to talk about is inflammation. So oregano has, anti-inflammation properties, which also helps, with the health benefits. And the last one is it also helps to regulate blood sugar and lipids. So these are some of the health benefits for oregano, which is why you need it in your home. All right, guys. So the second herb I'll be talking about today is basil. And basil is like, when I say the second favorite, I don't know, but I love basil. But then again, before I dive into it, I'll be taking notes from my phone, just so that I give you the right information. So let's dive into it. So basil is one herb I would also recommend, for you to have in your kitchen. And the reason is because aside from the smell, it has different species, for basil. So you could see the regular one that we all know. You could see the Thai basil. I had one before. But one thing I love about the fresh herb is the smell, the aroma from the plant itself. Now, taking few leaves from it and then chopping it at the end of adding to your meal at the end of it, it gives it that flavorful, aroma and then taste even at the end of it. So I so much love basil, and this is the reason why I'm even recommending the herb, so you can have it in your kitchen. So now let's talk about some of the health benefits of basil as a herb. So basil contains some of the health benefits that you all need to know, which is vitamins, minerals, antioxidants, and it also helps with inflammation and blood pressure. So looking at basil as a herb, you can always add it to some of your cookings, like your pasta, your salads, you can also add it as marinades for your protein, any protein that you love and all. Like I said, it has this nice smell. The aroma is, I love it. So the third herb I'm going to talk about today is parsley. So parsley is also a versatile herb that you can use in your cooking, and it also has a lot of health benefits. And some of the health benefits we're going to talk about today is parsley is rich in vitamin A, C, and K. And it also has antioxidants, and it also has other beneficial plant components in it. So when you look at parsley as a herb, you can always add it to the cooking. Your salads, for instance, you can just chop them, add to your salads. You can also add fresh parsley at the end of your cooking. And why I said fresh is because you had the fresh version of your herb at the end of your cooking. You add the dried version of your herb at the beginning of your cooking. So that's the differentiation between one herb but different ways on how you can add them to your cooking. Can I dance for this next herb that I want to talk about, which is the mint? I love mint. And mint is one herb that every person should have, or I would say women again should have in their kitchen. Mint works in different ways. It works for your food, also works for your drink. It also has this, herby fragrance that when you smell it, you know this is minty, this is the herb, and I love it. I just love it. So now let me give you one scenario, maybe just in case you forgot it. When you go to the bar and you order your cocktail and you tell them you want maybe a particular drink, and then you see some leaves just at the base of your drink, and you also see some leaves at the top of your drink, that is mint. So it actually helps, with oral care. When it comes to the oral health, it helps with oral care. Now, mint can also be added to your food, like at the end of the cooking. Like I said, for fresh herbs, it's added at the end of the cooking. Now, looking at the dried herbs, you can add dried herbs. You can add mint as a dried herb in your tea. So when you have like your cloves, your star anise, you can also add the dried mint, in your tea. So let's just talk about the health benefits, because if you don't know what mint can do for you, you will not know how important it is for you to have it in your kitchen. So I'm just excited. I'm excited about this, and I want you guys to know also. So one thing you need to know is that mint helps with weight loss. It helps to, like I said, it helps with weight loss. So it is not a case where you have to take it every day. It just helps to help manage weight loss. Now, the second thing I'm going to talk about is that mint also helps with scalp condition. So for women who have scalp issues like dandruff, dry scalp, when you take mint in your drink, in your food, it also helps with your scalp conditions. Now, mint is also filled with vitamin A, which also helps with your eye health. And another thing I also want to talk about is the fact that mint helps with digestion. So now, there's something I call, when I eat, there's something I call HND. HND means hydration, nutrition, and digestion. So for my hydration, I take water. For my nutrition, I take fresh juice, anyone I love. And digestion, I take tea. So now imagine for your hydration, which is your water, H2O, you have like some sprigs of mint in your water. That helps already. So now I'm just making you imagine how helpful mint can be as a herb. Mint is very good. Like I said again, it helps with the oral, breath. So people use it for mouthwash. Same way people use lemon and lime, for their mouthwash. Mint also helps in, that area. So grab one pot of mint and put it in your kitchen today. You see this last herb I want to talk about. If you don't have it in your kitchen, I will come for you in your dreams. Because number one, it's very easy to grow. And it doesn't need so much maintenance. So what am I talking about? I'm talking about lemongrass. What did I say? Lemongrass. See, that lemongrass herb is a tall herb. So let me just describe it like this height. And this is one herb I also have in my garden. And when it comes to cooking, lemongrass, can be used in your marinades. So for your protein, you can add it, in your marinades. For your tea, you can boil. When you're boiling tea, you can boil it in your pot. If you want to add it as an infusion in your tea, you can just dip it in your teapot. Serves as an infusion. One thing I love about lemongrass is the smell, the fragrance alone. Oh my God! Oh my! The fragrance alone is heavenly. let's just go straight into the benefits. One thing about lemongrass is that it is full of antioxidants. And if you look at the herbs that I've mentioned so far, they are all full of antioxidants. And I did mention that these herbs would also serve women in their kitchen. So the second thing I'm going to talk about is that, lemongrass can also help, reduce high blood sugar levels. And the last thing I'm going to talk about is that lemongrass is also an antibacterial. It has antibacterial properties, which helps to fight body odor. Now, remember I talked about mint. Mint helps with the oral health. Now, imagine body odor. Imagine a lemongrass. Which helps to fight body odor. So these herbs are very good. Not just for the cooking aspect, but for the health benefit that it also has to your lifestyle. It's very, very good. So when it comes to culinary uses, the cooking aspect, you can add it to your tea, your curries, your soups, pudding, meat, which is protein, any protein of your choice, your baked goods also too. So there you go, guys. Lemongrass. It is lemongrass. All right, guys. So we've come to the end of this video where I talked about 5 herbs that you can grow at home. Of course, if you enjoyed this video, remember to watch my previous video on 12 herbs and spices where I talked about different herbs and spices that you can always add to your cooking. If you did enjoy this video again, please do not forget to subscribe on this channel, which is Healthy Living with Tosin. And do not forget to like, comment, and share. Guys, please share this video. Like it. Let people see it on their recommended videos. And again, I'm also on social media. I'm very sociable, of course, but you can always find me on socials, on TikTok and Instagram at Healthy Living with Tosin. Guys, until next time, keep it locked here on Healthy Living with Tosin on YouTube, and I will see you in my next video. Until then, it's bye from me.